CA Productions invites you to join us for Coastal Connections with Courtney. This new and exciting television program is designed to showcase wonderful things taking place in South Mississippi. Join Courtney Anderson as she personally takes you on a journey all along the Mississippi Gulf Coast. You'll meet many local leaders, business owners, and interesting people who make a positive difference in these communities. Coastal Connections with Courtney will also showcase a wide variety of great places to eat, shop, and explore. There's so much to see in South Mississippi, so come along for the ride and enjoy Coastal Connections with Courtney. Coming up next on Coastal Connections with Courtney, Courtney meets up with Matt McDonnell to find out all the wonderful things taking place at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Coastal Connections with Courtney. Here we are at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum in the locker room, which is the VIP room. And I wanted to introduce the person that makes all of this happen for everyone on the coast, Mr. Matt McDonnell, the Executive Director. So Matt, thank you. We saw all these things. I'm driving up. They're like, what, do you have a ticket? And so much is going on. And I thank you for taking us back to the VIP room just to talk to you a little bit. You're the man that makes this happen.
Well, let me say this. I have a lot of talent around me. We have 25 employees full-time that make all of this happen at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum, and they are all rock stars. I mean, they do such a good job. They buy in. They get excited when they see me get excited, and I get excited when we're successful and we can make a lot of people have a lot of fun, and we can generate the money we need to operate this building without being any burden whatsoever on the taxpayers of Harrison County.
Now see, I did not know any of that, and you are the Executive Director of how many years?
I've been the Executive Director for 7 years. I've worked here at the facility and other job titles for 36 years. So when I moved to South Mississippi, I decided this was home, this is where I was going to stay, and I'm going to retire here, hopefully as the Executive Director, and I'm so proud of what we get to do here each and every day to create activities, create economic impact for all of South Mississippi.
Right, and I have lived here my whole life. My family's lived here, and it seems that the older I get, these events are more elaborate, the guests that are coming. I mean, it's a big deal for the coast, and people are traveling in from scraping the coast, the Crawfish Festival, and I'm actually, I hate to say it, but attended for the first time and gets to hear all these, famous people sing, and it's sold out. Is that right?
Well, it's not sold out, but we have a lot of people coming, and we will have huge crowds each day of the event, Wednesday through Sunday, with national recording artists that we put on the big stage. We've had acts like Kenny Chesney, Jason Aldean, Eric Church, Luke Bryan have all performed at the Crawfish Festival, and people are like, how do you get these bands? I said, well, you got to understand, I get these artists when they're on the rise and they're not quite as expensive, where now they're playing stadiums and big arenas. And
you just had Morgan Wallen.
We had Morgan Wallen at the Crawfish Festival.
Morgan Wallen.
And then he sold out the arena back in March and set an all-time concert gross record for the 45-year history of this venue. So you never know what you're going to see at the Crawfish Festival, but we'll talk more about the events. But it's really cool, this room. This room was created as a high-end amenity, the locker room, for arena shows. So when you go online to buy your ticket at Ticketmaster, you don't have to be a member.
Like if Morgan Wallen was coming, I could go and be like, okay, I'm treating myself. I want to go to the VIP room.
When you buy your ticket online at Ticketmaster or here at the box office, you can say, I would also like to get a ticket to come in to the locker room. That ticket to the locker room gets you VIP parking right next to the arena, a private entrance, private restrooms, upgraded wine and spirits,
So the drinks are a little bit more upscale.
You've got a higher end level of selections in alcohol, and your food is included. Your food is included in the price, and it's not concession stand food. This is like going to.
Well, tell us, charcuterie boards?
Well, we've got some really unique offerings in here, and we change it up from show to show, so you're not eating the same menu. And this isn't concession food that we're serving. So food, parking, private entrance, high-end amenities, a lot of memorabilia, and all of the memorabilia that hangs on the wall are all pictures of events that played here. Not somewhere else, not photos that the artist sent us part of a publicity package. These were pictures taken when these artists performed here, and in some cases, like with Reba McEntire, she just played here in February. That was her 7th time to play at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum.
I grew up, that was one of my first concerts. My father took our whole family in.
To see Reba?
Yes, and New Kids on the Block.
New Kids on the Block.
Those
We've had
are
so many
memories
shows.
you don't forget.
That's right, but you know what? It really does take a lot of coordination and a lot of effort to be able to do these events. And the crazy part is, we do these level of events at the same time that we have multiple events going on at the convention center. In the case of the Crawfish Festival, it's all outdoors. So we're outdoors and we have events going on in the convention center indoors all at the same time. And that isn't just every now and then, that's now become just about every weekend or every week here at your Mississippi Coast Coliseum.
And you provide, I want to see a little bit if you can show me around. I saw when I was parking that there's something fancy going on with these cool cars. It looks like they're from all over.
There's an auction that we're going to go back and take a quick look at. This is Vicari Auction, and Pete Vicari is from Louisiana, but he lives here now in Biloxi. He loved it so much he bought a home in Biloxi, and he does 2 shows a year with us. He does his big auction during Cruising the Coast with Woody Bailey and all those guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he and Woody have been friends and kind of partners for a long time to make Cruising as big as it is. And he decided he wanted to branch out and do another show because he thought the market here in South Mississippi was strong enough. So he now does a 2-day show with us during the Crawfish Festival in April.
And I bet that does really well.
It does, and you're going to get to see some of the fine cars that are going to be auctioned off during that event.
And that's a perfect example. You provided your 25 employees working so hard, and people are like, I want to make this my home. And it's offering us all so many different things.
There's a lot of reasons people retire here. I moved here back in 1986 to come to work here for a 90-day temporary job.
Oh, wow.
Everything in life is temporary, but 36 years later, I'm still here. I love it.
And your energy is great. Thank you for taking the time and just show us a little bit.
You ready to go see?
I really do, and I'm excited.
All right, let's go see. Come on.
Yes.
Visit the Gulf Coast's newest casino.
Come in today and experience the beautiful smoke-free Beachview Casino.
Pick your game. We have your favorite slots and table games and a sports book.
Enjoy incredible views while you dine at one of our many restaurants.
And grab a drink while you enjoy live entertainment every weekend in the heart of the action.
The Gulf Coast's newest, the smoke-free Beachview Casino Resort, Gulfport.
Thank you for calling J. Allen Toyota Service.
This is what happens when you set an appointment at J. Allen Toyota Service. We will order the part right then, so it'll be here when your appointment comes. Our greeter staff will greet you quickly and friendly and top off your fluids before your car even leaves the drive. Then your car will go to one of our 6 two-man express teams or one of our 10 certified technicians so they can get you back on the road safely and quickly. This is service the way it should be at J. Allen Toyota Service.
just led Ford Lincoln in Gulfport. We have brand new 2022 inventory hitting the lot daily, and we're ready to make a deal. We know new inventory's hard to find, but we got 'em. Check out the new Explorer. We got 'em. How about F-150 trimmers? We got 'em. Escapes? We got 'em. Edges? We got 'em. Looking for a Lincoln? We got 'em. Visit us today on Highway 49 in Gulfport, and don't forget,
we'll beat your best deal, regardless.
Are a beacon of healing, resolute and consistent, determined. We are problem solvers, driven to overcoming obstacles, unshakable. We are prepared, capable, experienced, unbeatable. We are a network of people providing care throughout your lifetime. We are believers in the healing power of compassion. We are Memorial.
You know, Courtney, some people catch a cab from the airport or Uber to come to events here at the Coliseum. Then they buy a car while they're here, catch a show, and drive back home.
In a brand new car?
Well, in a classic car. You ready to go?
That's even better than a brand new car.
Are you ready to go buy a classic car?
I'm ready to go look.
Let's go look.
Okay, let's do it.
Guys, Island View, Coca-Cola, and Mitchell put in enough money to where we can bring these caliber of acts out here at the prices that we are able to charge, and people can come out and spend the afternoon here, spend the evening here, and it's one price gets you in, but there's so much to see and do. When you
look at all these rides, and for the kids, the children too.
Yeah, you have rides for children, you have rides for adults, you have a lot of different vendors that are out here selling a wide variety of food. And
the food looks good. I saw funnel cakes, crawfish.
Look, you name it, we've got it out here. And awesome. The beauty of it, this is a 29-year-old event, okay? We have been doing this, the only year that we had to take a break was from COVID. We didn't even stop after Katrina. We did a festival that next spring after Katrina because the coast needed some entertainment. I mean, because there wasn't a lot going on.
Yeah, that's
COVID's the only thing that shut us down, and it was only for 1 year. But this is the biggest event that we do. It is the most fun. We employ hundreds of people for an entire week to produce this event, and it brings people in from all over the Southeast to see the bands, to see the vendors, to eat the crawfish. I mean, we could go through as many as 15,000 pounds of crawfish over the next 5 days.
Oh, okay, well, show me some of the rides and all these, look at the stuffed animals. I love it.
Look, that's what makes this so much fun is because when you're here, you can hear the music, you can go and ride rides, your kids can come out, it's family friendly, and that's what makes this such a big success.
Yes. here we are behind the scenes. We're seeing all the things that you're offering, the different qualities, and we've all learned what goes into this. It's not just this huge, elaborate event. I mean, there's a lot of work that goes into this, and it's not quite open. So what do you expect in a couple hours, and what should the people that are attending expect?
Well, first of all, the thousands that are going to be here in a couple hours, thousands of families, they're coming to have fun, and that's what they expect, and that's what they're going to get. And the quality is very important to us. The ride company that we use were originally formed in Jackson, Mississippi years and years and years ago. It's a company called Faro Amusements, and it's evolved over the years through different corporate buyouts, but it's still the basic same company that was formed in Jackson, Mississippi. So we're proud that we're able to use the Mississippi company, at least one that started in Mississippi. And in terms of what it takes a lot of thought, a lot of planning, a lot of man hours, and a lot of passion from those 25 employees that work here and put their heart and soul every day into making things happen here in South Mississippi.
Well, you're a great leader, and I know the 25 employees, y'all been all together for such a long time, and so much work goes into this. And you keep mentioning, families. Y'all think about the families, and it's all about the experience. And you want to come back.
And you also have to make it safe. And therefore, we provide a lot of security. We're about to invest in a lot of new equipment in terms of lighting and security cameras, to where all of these things will factor in to where when you make a decision to come and spend your money here at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum, you know that when you come out, it's going to be safe, and it's going to be quality, and it's going to be family oriented. Now, occasionally we do a few events that aren't quite as family oriented, but we try very hard to always keep it as family oriented as possible, because in the end, having experiences with your family is really what it ought to be about.
That is, and then when at the end of the day, that's what it matters. It's all about making the memories and the experience, and you're providing us safety, quality, and we're all so blessed to live here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast.
Greatest place I've ever lived. Now, when we open up in a couple hours, you want to take a little spin on a tilt-a-whirl?
I was gonna ask. Yes, I still have that child inside me. I love this. I love the stuffed animals. This is great.
You come back and we're gonna get you on the tilt-a-whirl.
Well, okay. Am I gonna have to wait in line?
No, I'll get you in the back door.
Okay, great. Thanks, Matt.
Sled Ford Lincoln in Gulfport, we have brand new 2022 inventory hitting the lot daily, and we're ready to make a deal. We know new inventory's hard to find, but we got 'em. Check out the new Explorer, we got 'em. How about F-150 trimmers? We got 'em. Escapes, we got 'em. Edges, we got 'em. Looking for a Lincoln? We got 'em. Visit us today on Highway 49 in Gulfport, and don't forget,
we'll beat your best deal, regardless.
Are a beacon of healing, resolute and consistent. Determined, we are problem solvers, driven to overcoming obstacles. Unshakable, we are prepared, capable, experienced. Unbeatable, we are a network of people providing care throughout your lifetime. We are believers in the healing power of compassion. We are Memorial.
Visit the Gulf Coast's newest casino.
Come in today and experience the beautiful smoke-free Beachview Casino.
Pick your game. We have your favorite slots and table games and a sports book.
Enjoy incredible views while you dine at one of our many restaurants.
And grab a drink while you enjoy live entertainment every weekend in the heart of the action.
the Gulf Coast's newest, the smoke-free Beach View Casino Resort, Gulfport.
Thank you for calling J. Allen Toyota Service.
This is what happens when you set an appointment at J. Allen Toyota Service. We will order the part right then, so it'll be here when your appointment comes. Our greeter staff will greet you quickly and friendly and top off your fluids before your car even leaves the drive. Then your car will go to one of our 6 two-man express teams or one of our 10 certified technicians so they can get you back on the road safely and quickly. This is service the way it should be at J. Allen Toyota Service.
Matt, I'm really blown away, and I want to get involved. I want to attend all these things. I can't believe people are internationally attending. Actually, I can't believe it after you tell me the history. All these different events that attract all these different interests. It's pretty incredible here on the Gulf Coast, all the work that goes into it, and somebody that's having fun while they're doing it.
Oh, can I tell you what? I have probably the most fun job of anybody that I've ever known. Okay.
No, I do.
Well, your job is pretty fun.
I love mine too. I get it.
But I get to come to work every day. I work with a very talented staff and it's a small staff of only 25 of us.
And they work underneath you. And
well,
you,
they work with me. Okay.
As a team.
As a team, and that's the key. They buy into what we're doing, and they too get excited about our success, and that's what makes it so easy to manage this group of people. But the other factor is the community buys in, okay? For 45 years, whether it's graduations, whether it's Christmas functions, whether it's concerts or crawfish festivals or the fair, you name it, the annual events that we do keep our local community engaged and involved, and they're the key to making this work. Now, do we attract people regionally? You betcha we do. When we do big shows like Alan Jackson that's coming up in June, we just announced the Judds coming back in October. All of those events bring people in from a regional area because those artists aren't playing anywhere around us. So if you want to see Alan Jackson, you got to come to Biloxi. If you want to see the Judds, you got to come to...
And you can go to Ticketmaster.
Well, you go to Ticketmaster to get the tickets or here at the box office. But if you want to see that act, you have to come to this part of the country because they're not playing anywhere around us. So that's what makes it really not only fun, but from an economic standpoint, we're such an important entity to the coast and have been for 45 years. And we're going to continue because we're making improvements to the facility. We're bringing in more events, bigger events, and we're going to keep growing, and you just sit back and watch what we've got coming. It's going to be phenomenal.
Well, you are the person making all this happen, and you're adding to the quality of life of all the residents on Mississippi Gulf Coast. So I just want to thank you. I feel honored to have met you and learned more about these fun events that I buy tickets to and just attend, have a ball. There's so much history and work going into it.
It really is, and that's what makes it hard for me to go to another facility or another venue to watch an event, is because I know what it takes, and I'm looking around when I'm at these other places, and it's like, well, they did this way. I wonder why we can't do it that way, or they missed that. They should have caught that.
You see it all.
I see it all, and so it is a little bit harder to go to see events at other folks' venues, but you know what? Please keep supporting us. Please keep coming to the events here because we're going to keep bringing them as long as y'all keep coming.
And we're going to keep filming them.
Thank you all so much for tuning in today. And Courtney, keep spreading the word, not just about what we do, but what all the cool events that happen.
I will.
And
That's
cool
my
places
mission.
here
I
in
am
South
trying, and I'm having fun. So thank you for your time.
All righty.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to Coastal Connections with Courtney, and I hope to see you again next Sunday.
Next week on Coastal Connections with Courtney.
Jamie! Thank you for letting us come over here.
Of course, thank you for coming. Come on in. So, here I am, Jamie Doris, Miss Congeniality, and now a new face on Good Morning Mississippi.
Visit the Gulf Coast's newest casino.
Come in today and experience the beautiful smoke-free Beachview Casino.
Pick your game. We have your favorite slots and table games and a sports book.
Enjoy incredible views while you dine at one of our many restaurants.
And grab a drink while you enjoy live entertainment every weekend in the heart of the action.
The Gulf Coast's newest, the smoke-free Beachview Casino Resort, Gulfport.
Thank you for calling J. Allen Toyota Service.
This is what happens when you set an appointment at J. Allen Toyota Service. We will order the part right then, so it'll be here when your appointment comes. Our greeter staff will greet you quickly and friendly and top off your fluids before your car even leaves the drive. Then your car will go to one of our 6 two-man express teams or one of our 10 certified technicians so they can get you back on the road safely and quickly. This is service the way it should be at J. Allen Toyota Service.
Jocelyn Ford Lincoln in Gulfport, we have brand new 2022 inventory hitting the lot daily, and we're ready to make a deal. We know new inventory's hard to find, but we got 'em. Check out the new Explorer, we got 'em. How about F-150 trimmers, we got 'em. Escapes, we got 'em. Edges, we got 'em. Looking for a Lincoln, we got 'em. Visit us today on Highway 49 in Gulfport, and don't forget,
We'll beat your best deal, regardless.